through pretty much all her damage, so if I get rid of it, I'll just pop that. She's not a huge threat to me. But they're still pushing minion wave up like constantly. And I'm not sure what she's doing there. Like on that minion. So we're keeping the pressure on without a less squishy character around. We can hit them more often, like push out a bit more. And we're starting to get our power on. So looks like Mordekaiser is doing fairly well for himself. He has not very much health here, but I think he managed to grab sivir with dots, which is just,
Igniting
better
his
than they've been
ultimate.
doing so far. So I'm running down here, gonna try and land this kill on Mumu there. But I think Mordekaiser is gonna grab this turret with Sivir's help because sivir deals some
And
decent
watch the
damage.
face rape.
Yeah.
Here comes the
I
face
feel
rape.
like he's gonna escape. So
No,
anyway,
he's
he
not
loses
gonna.
his shield.
He's not escaping.
Grab him with an ultimate, pull him back. I don't want him getting to his turret. Although I guess that might be kind of a kill steal. Anyway,
I don't know.
so
If anything, it was just a bit of overkill, but
yeah.
I'm glad Amumu just kind of hung around and didn't hit him while he was in your crystal and
yeah,
impale.
fracture, crystalline exoskeleton, and crystal slash. So if you actually look at what I have right now, I have 1 rank in crystal slash, 4 in crystalline exoskeleton, 2 in fracture, and 1 in impale. Because I think I just harass with fracture. Crystal slash is pretty useless until later game when I'm like chasing stuff, and for proccing sheen. So I don't really rank it up until I get Trinity Force, which is later on. Crystalline exoskeleton is useful because it allows me to dodge harassment, deal bonus damage, and if you look at the bonuses, it's almost 50% boosted attack speed, level 4, and pretty much a second ghost as well. So it's extremely useful for getting away or for initiating or something. Fracture heals me too, and Impale is just awesome.
And Sivir comes back with owning Mordekaiser's turret.
Yeah, well, Mordekaiser was killed from me and Amumu. Sivir kills the turret down there. So Mumu will be recalling after the bottom dives him again. You can see their mangled corpses chilling over here by the turret. Turret's lolling at them. And what? Oh, okay, I guess that's our Malphite. My bad, I always get confused. So it looks like it's a 1-for-1, except Talon died from Malphite die. So, it's worth it technically, but it's stupid. So Mumu's going for the DPS harass thing. I don't like all the midget champions. They just irk me. Like, why can a midget take down a giant stone dude? Like, this is literally a little baby wrapped in bandages, and yet he's still beating up a giant rock monster.
That's
So
because Amumu was awesome.
he's really not.
Why should Talon be able to even hit Malphite if he's a rock monster? His rake should just bounce off of him. Malphite should be like, ho ho ho, and squish him.
Why can Vladimir suck blood out of Malphite?
That is actually very true.
So Malphite's ulting Malphite. Malphite's running away, getting the DPS reduction on the enemy team.
oh,
so
fail.
Talon Shadow thinks, oh no, don't care.
So, right now you're seeing a bit of a error.
Technical difficulties. I'm gonna fill it in with a picture of a bear because it's pretty.
So it looks like no damage was taken there.
Yes, nothing happened. Malphite ported back. Up top, we're last hitting like bosses under that laser guided affection, which is slang for turret shots.
Jordy is coming up around the 3k gold mark.
Yeah, which makes
So
me
therefore he's
sad.
recalling.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there because it's never good to have too much gold, and I'm lowish on health anyway. So as soon as I leave, of course, Cassiopeia runs out. Sivir's coming up top to kill stuff, I believe. Yep, she sees Morgana, her old friend, and is like, kill face. Pops her spell shield and her ultimate, and it's just dealing so much damage.
And the ignite. And
Yeah.
that was a terrible black shield because she's completely AD.
Yeah,
Vayne thinks she can take Sivir and
I think Vayne's just trying to push him off Morgana, which actually works because Morgana probably would have died had Vayne not come in. But Sivir's done a bunch of damage and I'm coming in now. So I'm like, alright guys, let's dive them and kill them. And then Sivir's like, nope, I got this.
boomerang in the
And
face.
Just kills Morgana. So Mordekaiser shows up just a tad late. And we've got crazy snake lady hiding in the bush. Meanwhile at bottom, Malphite's popping off this really crazy annoying slow. Other Malphite's popping off the really crazy annoying slow. And yeah, they're just kind of pushing back and forth. Then the enemies are dying, and because they like to do that, it seems. Oh, and he shadow assaults. And it looks like they're going to be actually turning the tides around. And they kill our Malphite, and they're chasing onto our Amumu. And catch him with so many slows, and they manage to dive and kill him. And Talon makes it out with about a quarter health. So this is kind of looking bad for them. They're definitely caught up from 6-1 to 9-5. Meanwhile, everyone up top is hiding in the bush, and then Mordecai is like, "Come at me, bro." I'm like, "No, you come at me." And I run away, and then boom, we just jump on his face, and in the face, and then I exhaust Morgana, and she's trying to run away, but she really can't, because, we've got a Skarner on us. And so we're kind of letting Sivir get fed now, because she is a carry. So she's 4-1. She's got a couple kills off on Morgana. She got a couple kills there. And, it's not always best to be like a tavern brawler. The goal of the game is not to get kills, is to win. So you want to support your carries. You want to make sure they get kills, lots of money. You want to make sure your tanks can tank. But I think most importantly, kill-wise, is to make sure characters like Ashe or Sivir or Ryze get lots of kills, because they can carry your team. That's why they're called carries. So just never doubt that. It's very important. You can steal turrets if you want, though, with Sheen, because, everyone gets the gold from that. So we're just going to back off here. We see Malphite coming in. We could probably take him, but it's better safe than sorry, and there might be someone else there with him. And wards are nice. Wards are good. Buy a ward, save a life. So it looks like all 5 of them are at top lane. Everyone except Talon is just chilling here. And yeah, they're all at full health. So we're kind of scared. So I bravely run out and don't do anything.
Jordy would be baiting, as he says.
Yeah. So, like, say there are 5 people in mid lane, I'll attack them from the back and run away, and that's called baiting, totally. But I actually usually make it out with Skarner, because he's Skarner. And then they like to chase me all the way into our base. So I guess it is baiting.
As if I were to run in there, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I'd be like, slow snake lady, dead.
Yeah. So now I'm landing fractures for mad damage. And nice thing about Skarner is he can heal and refresh his cooldowns off minion waves just by attacking them with fracture. So after a fight or something, I'd like to duck into a lane, kill a minion wave, like bring my cooldowns down by like 30, which is handy for my ultimate because it actually has a pretty long cooldown, but with my passive, it's low. And I can heal off with fracture and later with Hextech Gunblade. So she's trying to get away. I pop Ghost. Cassiopeia flashes, misses her stuff, roots me, and this is where Cassiopeia is running around, trying to get in front. So
unfortunately, I fail really hard at that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sad moment.
So,
but I run down Morgana. I think she either dies or survives with very little health. I pop my Ghost.
And not really sure what Morgana was doing there. She probably should have just kept running. But yeah, Andrew lands the kill, being chased by Vayne. And only Skarner can outrun Vayne, as we all know. So.
But I do give up a good run.
Yeah, kind of. If you'd popped like a miasma, you might have made it, but
Vayne. I feel like she just tumbled out of miasma.
But if she gets hit by it, she gets slowed. So anyway, it's just going through. I'm like, I'm coming. I automatically right click there. Just like, I'm coming, Hexus, but it is not to be. He dies just short of the second turret, and it's sad.
There's my stone corpse in the trees.
Yeah, just a bunch of boulders that 50 years later, some farmer's gonna be like, ooh, that'll make a nice lawn wall thing. Put him in his lawn, rock garden. So I steal the minions there by accident. And come around on Vayne, because Sivir's right here. But she decides to ditch me and just leave. So I'm going to come around, try and scare Vayne off our turret, deal some damage. And possibly kill her if she's stupid. So I pop my slows, pop my ults, and then one of my biggest problems with Skarner is that I pop my ultimate and then I keep running after it's out. So I'm saying Sivir, like, go get her. And I'm just so angry at this Vayne right now. Like, I want to kill her so badly. So Sivir comes and it's like, I got this, guys, and just kills him. And then we go on to Morgana.
She gets face stomped pretty hard.
Yeah. It's very painful.
She pops her Zhonya's.
Don't know why I ran around back behind her there, but so she's popping Ghost and everything. She's not going to make it, though. Sivir manages to kill her with bounces from Ricochet off these minion waves, which is actually pretty quick thinking, I gotta say. Looks like we've lost our bottom turret and our mid turret, but they've lost their top turret and their mid turret. So things are fairly balanced, except we're up in kills.
And we fed our Sivir, so.
Yeah, our Sivir is now 7 for 1, which is almost half of our team skills, which means she's going to be dealing a lot of damage. And because their team really has no answer to that, they've got 2 squishies, one who's only good against like casters. Mordekaiser and Malphite, but they've just been zoned so hard at the bottom, especially early game, that they can't really do much. So, any observations, Andrew?
Aside from the fact that I just bought my catalyst, it's not too much.
Okay, it's now 55. You're going to talk until 11:60.
I'm gonna talk until 11:60.
You are. I'm not going to talk because you have to commentate. Otherwise, this isn't a commentary with Andrew. It's just a commentary with Jordy, and no one likes Jordy.
Yeah, I commentary with you and me, and I'll put in tiny input.
Yes, so put in more input.
Well, right now, not too much is happening. Jordy's up there farming top, like Skarner does. They're all mid. I'm chilling. I think I'm attempting to get blue buff or just chilling on the bush because I'm scared crapless of their whole team.
I'm loving your pro last hitting with your Q there. Just so handy.
Hey, you know what? My Q, if I have high AP ratios, just wipes out the caster mid. It's like 2 ticks and dead.
So why not do it? Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, the only reason I didn't do that is because Cassiopeia is really mana deprived at beginning of game. Although her passive stacks up and basically you get a 50% mana reduction, it means I have to constantly keep on casting. So I decided to rather build my Rod of Aegis first and then go for a Death Cap. Aside from the usual caster build, which would be rushing and Death Cap. But that's been nerfed with the remodel of Death Cap too.
Wait, what? Remodel Death Cap?
Yeah.
Wow, I really should care about the items a bit.
They
Let's see what it does here.
They just I think it took off 10 ability power.
140 plus 30 passive.
It used to be I think 160
maybe.
Yeah.
Yo, if anyone out there knows anything about that, let us know. I'm pretty sure it was always 140, but who knows? 20 less AP is never good. Run, Mumu, run!
So Mumu's trying to run, but Vayne being Vayne.
And then they just corpse camp him ruthlessly. So poor guy. Morgana still misses her Dark Bindings.
Yeah, this Morgana's not too good. I'm not saying I'm a great Morgana, but this Morgana's really bad.
You've got 4 minutes left to go. You can do it.
So that's Jordy prompting me on to keep on the commentary going. Jordy, the brave soul that he is, and me, we decide to take on their whole team. This is the most epic part. The 2 squishiest people on this team decide to take on their bulky team.
Squishy.
Okay, well, I'm squishy.
Check out that mad health.
Okay, well, I don't have that much health. And I have no AP items
Yeah,
either.
so right here I'm like, well, you really shouldn't be in that turret slot there because, it's really easy to land skill shots on you there because you can only duck up or down. So I'm saying that and juking around madly here. And boom.
Of course, Jordy, as he says that, gets hit by the Dark Binding, but completely knocks it off with his Crystal Exoskeleton. So our team comes in. We notice that Talon's pushing. Amumu has that, and we go in to try to own their team. I slow everybody down massively. Mordekaiser dies, and Morgana soon after that. And let the face stomping of their team begin, because we have a fed Sivir.
Yeah, Sivir's now hitting 163 damage per hit, which isn't super great, but she's also getting 1.5 attack speed, and she's got Madred's Blood Razor, so she's getting pretty powerful. And pretty soon she's probably going to build like a Bloodthirst or something, because that's what every Sivir does. So pushing up the bottom here, Cassiopeia's going to push up the minions top. Amumu's kind of backdooring mid. I'm like, all right, golems, let's do it. And then Slate Wolf. Hey, Slate Wolf the Malphite. Anyway, so he's like, let's get this turn. I'm like, okay. So we do it.
Between a Skarner